What's up, everyone? Let's talk about something huge happening in the world of cameras. On one side, AI-powered cameras, straight out of a sci-fi movie. These things are smart. They can think, analyze, and react in real time. They are the unblinking eyes watching over our cities, our businesses, and our public spaces, working tirelessly, no coffee needed. A monumental leap, moving beyond recording to active participants in scenes. This isn't about megapixels or sensor size anymore, it's about data processing and intelligent automation. On the other side, the professional photographer, the artist, the storyteller. For them, a camera isn't just a tool, it's an extension of vision. What happens when these worlds collide? Maybe they won't be rivals but run on parallel tracks, each excelling in its domain. We're diving deep into what makes each contender formidable. Grab your favorite lens or just sit back, let's get into it. So what exactly is an AI-powered camera? Forget the simple point-and-shoot devices. These are not your average security cameras that just sit there recording hours of mundane footage. An AI camera is a sophisticated piece of hardware with a brain. It's equipped with powerful onboard processors that run AI directly on the device, Edge AI. That means it doesn't need to send massive video files to a distant server. It does the thinking right there in real time. Game changer. Instant alerts and actions. Advanced object detection can tell the difference between person, vehicle, stray animal, leaves blowing in the wind. Many cameras include behavioral analytics. Loitering, a person falling down, tailgating through a secure entrance. They learn what normal looks like and flag deviations. The system learns and adapts over time. Imagine one camera on a construction site, checking if workers wear hard hats, reading license plates of every vehicle, monitoring the perimeter for unauthorized access. Once sci-fi, now becoming the industry standard. To really understand the power of AI cameras, you have to see them in their natural habitat. Picture a massive, sprawling corporate campus. Dozens of buildings, parking lots, entry points. A wall of security screens tries to cover it all. Human operators get fatigued and miss critical events. This is where AI cameras excel. They autonomously monitor every corner of the property. They can flag a security gate left ajar. They can flag an unauthorized vehicle in a restricted lot. They can flag suspicious activity near a sensitive research lab. Another application, large-scale crowd management, a massive music festival, a major sporting event like the Olympics. AI cameras monitor crowd density and flow in real time. They detect dangerous congestion. They alert event organizers before situations become critical. Beyond security, operational efficiency. In warehouses and logistics hubs, monitor production lines to spot defects. Ensure workers follow safety protocols. Cameras become data-gathering instruments for business intelligence. Key takeaway: AI cameras are specialists in large, complex environments that demand constant attention. Now let's switch gears and talk about the other side of the coin, the professional photographer. What makes their work so special? It's not just about owning an expensive camera. A pro's real value lies in a deep, almost intuitive understanding of a complex set of skills that blend science and art. It starts with the technical fundamentals, a complete mastery of the exposure triangle. Aperture, think creamy blurred background, shutter speed, motion control or tack-sharp detail. ISO, low noise for clarity. This isn't just about getting a correct exposure, it's about making deliberate choices to shape the final image. Beyond the technical settings, a professional photographer is a master of composition. Lines, shapes, patterns, light, rule of thirds, leading lines, framing. They don't just take a picture of a subject, they carefully arrange all the elements to tell a story. This is a skill that takes years of practice. Lighting is arguably the single most important element in photography. This is where a pro truly shines. They are fluent in the language of light. They know how to work with the soft, golden glow of magic hour. But they also know how to create their own light when nature doesn't provide. Flashes, strobes, reflectors, diffusers. They sculpt light to flatter a subject, create dramatic shadows, add a sense of depth, set the mood of the entire photograph. Finally, the work doesn't end when the shutter clicks. Post-processing is an integral part of the professional workflow. Adobe Lightroom, Photoshop. Photographers meticulously refine their images. This isn't about faking a photo, it's about enhancing what's already there. They adjust colors to be more vibrant, fine-tune contrast to make the subject pop. This is the final stage of their artistic expression, where they apply their signature style. It's this combination of technical mastery, compositional eye, lighting skill, and editing artistry that defines the craft of the professional photographer. When we place an AI camera and a professional photographer side by side, their core strengths and weaknesses become crystal clear. The AI camera is honestly the undisputed champion of consistency and endurance. It can monitor a scene 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without its performance ever degrading. Its strength is in recognizing predefined objects, predefined behaviors with lightning speed and precision. For tasks like license plate recognition, ensuring everyone on a factory floor is wearing a helmet, the AI camera will outperform a human every single time. It operates on pure logic and data. The professional photographer, on the other hand, excels in capturing unscripted, emotional, beautiful moments of life. Imagine a wedding. A pro doesn't just document who was there. They capture the tear in a father's eye as he walks his daughter down the aisle, the spontaneous laughter between the couple during the speeches, the quiet, intimate glance they share on the dance floor. Let's consider another example, a portrait session. An AI camera, even with the most advanced algorithms, can't build a rapport with the subject. A professional photographer spends time talking to the person, making them feel comfortable and relaxed, drawing out their genuine personality. They can direct the pose, suggest a subtle change in expression, and adjust the lighting to flatter their features. This human connection is essential for creating a portrait that feels authentic and alive. The AI sees a face as a collection of data points. The photographer sees a unique individual and works to capture their essence. Ultimately, the difference comes down to purpose. The AI camera is designed to answer objective questions. Is there a person in this restricted area? The professional photographer is designed to answer subjective questions. How can I make this landscape feel majestic? The AI excels at tasks that are repetitive, analytical, and scalable. The professional excels at tasks that are unique, creative, and deeply human. This brings us to the core of the debate. Can artificial intelligence ever truly match human creativity and judgment? Sure, an AI can be trained on millions of award-winning photographs. It can learn the rules of composition, understand ideal lighting conditions, and even generate images that are technically perfect and aesthetically pleasing. We're already seeing AI image generators create stunningly realistic visuals from simple text prompts. But is this true creativity, or is it just incredibly sophisticated mimicry? Is the AI making an artistic choice, or is it simply calculating the most statistically probable combination of pixels? The human photographer's judgment is forged not just from studying other photos, but from life experience. It's shaped by their emotions, memories, relationships, and their unique perspective on the world. This allows them to adapt to unforeseen circumstances and find beauty in imperfection. If weather suddenly turns stormy during a landscape shoot, a photographer might see an opportunity for a dramatic, moody image. An AI, bound by its programming, might simply register the conditions as suboptimal. The human ability to improvise and find a new story within a changing situation is a hallmark of true creativity. Furthermore, human judgment involves a deep understanding of context and nuance that currently eludes AI. A photographer at a protest doesn't just see a crowd, they understand the political and social significance of the event. They know which moments to capture to tell the story. The look of defiance on a protester's face, the solidarity of a group holding hands, the tension between demonstrators and police. This ability to interpret the meaning behind the visuals is what gives photojournalism its power. An AI can document the scene, but it can't understand the story it's telling. So, while AI can certainly create a technically flawless image, it struggles with the why. It can follow the rules of what makes a good photo, but it doesn't have a soul or point of view to imbue that photo with genuine meaning. It can't feel the joy of a celebration or the solemnity of a memorial. Creativity isn't just about arranging elements pleasingly, it's about communication, expression, and connection. Until an AI can have its own life experiences, its own feelings, and its own intentions, its creations will likely remain brilliant imitations rather than true works of art. The human soul, for now, remains the secret ingredient. Instead of framing this as a battle for supremacy, it's far more productive to look at how AI is already becoming a powerful tool for professional photographers. The most significant impact is happening in the post-processing stage. Editing software is now packed with incredible AI-powered features that are revolutionizing workflows and saving photographers countless hours. Think about the tedious task of masking a subject to edit them separately from the background. What used to take meticulous, painstaking work with a digital brush can now be done with a single click, as AI accurately identifies and selects the subject, the sky, the background. This assistance extends to more advanced editing tasks. AI tools can now intelligently enhance details, reduce noise in low-light photos, and even upscale low-resolution images while preserving clarity. These features don't replace the photographer's creative decisions, they simply automate the most time-consuming and technical parts of the process. This frees up the artist to focus more on the creative aspects of editing, color grading, mood, storytelling, rather than getting bogged down in repetitive manual labor. It's about working smarter, not harder. Even in the camera itself, AI is making its presence felt. Modern mirrorless cameras feature sophisticated autofocus systems using AI to detect and track subjects' eyes. Portrait photographers, wildlife photographers can now trust the camera to keep the eye perfectly in focus, even if the subject is moving erratically. This allows the photographer to concentrate less on the technical challenge of nailing focus, and more on composition, timing, interacting with their subject. The AI handles the complex tracking, while the human handles the art. This trend represents a powerful synergy. The AI excels at repetitive, data-driven tasks requiring precision and speed, while the human photographer remains in the director's chair making creative choices. The AI becomes a hyper-intelligent assistant, not a replacement. It's a collaboration that enhances the final product and streamlines the creative process. The fear that AI will make photographers obsolete is giving way to the reality that it can make them more efficient, more creative, more powerful than ever before. It's not about replacing the artist, it's about giving the artist better tools. So, where does this all leave us? As we look toward the future, it's becoming increasingly clear that AI cameras and professional photographers are not on a collision course. Instead, they are carving out distinct, specialized roles in the vast world of imaging. The trajectory for AI-powered cameras is set for dominance in the realms of security, surveillance, large-scale data analysis. Their ability to monitor, analyze, and alert in real time is a capability that no human team can ever hope to match. The market for these devices is already booming, and as the technology becomes more powerful and affordable, they will become an even more integral part of our public and commercial infrastructure. For the professional photographer, the future is not one of obsolescence but of evolution. The rise of AI tools will continue to change their workflow, automating tedious tasks, and allowing them to focus more on what truly matters: creativity, storytelling, and human connection. The value of a professional photographer will increasingly lie not in their technical ability to operate a camera, as cameras become smarter, but in their unique artistic vision and their ability to evoke emotion. In a world saturated with images, the demand for photos that are truly meaningful, authentic, and artfully crafted will only grow stronger. This leads to a future built on coexistence. We will rely on AI cameras to keep our cities safe, our businesses efficient, and our public spaces managed. They will be the silent, vigilant guardians of our structured world, operating on logic and data. At the same time, we will turn to professional photographers to capture the moments that define our lives, our weddings, our family portraits, and the editorial stories that shape our culture. They will be the keepers of our memories, and the tellers of our human stories operating on emotion and artistry. One world is about objective analysis, the other about subjective expression. There will undoubtedly be more overlap as technology advances. We might see AI assisting in event photography by automatically tagging guests, photographers using drones with AI tracking for spectacular aerial shots. But this overlap will likely be collaborative in nature. The AI will serve as a powerful assistant, augmenting the photographer's abilities rather than replacing them. The core distinction will remain: AI cameras will capture data, while professional photographers will capture soul. The future isn't a competition, it's a diversification of skills where both machine precision and human creativity have their own essential and respected place. So, can an AI camera beat a professional photographer? The answer, after looking at it from all angles, is a definitive it depends on the game you're playing. If the competition is a 24/7 surveillance marathon to detect specific predefined events in a high-traffic area, the AI camera wins, no contest. It's faster, more reliable, never gets tired. It was built for this exact purpose. Its victory in the domain of automated analytical monitoring is absolute and already reshaping industries. It's the undisputed champion of scalable, logical, repetitive visual tasks. However, if the challenge is to create a portrait that reveals a person's inner strength, to capture the fleeting, chaotic joy of a family reunion, To tell a compelling visual story about a social issue, the professional photographer holds an unbeatable advantage. Their ability to connect, empathize, improvise, infuse an image with emotion and narrative is something an algorithm simply cannot replicate. The human touch remains the most powerful tool for creating images that resonate with us on a deep, emotional level. Artistic vision, contextual understanding, creative judgment. The most realistic and exciting vision for the future is not one of replacement but of partnership. We are already seeing AI become an indispensable assistant in the photographer's toolkit, handling the tedious technical work, freeing up the artist to focus on creativity. This symbiotic relationship will only grow stronger, leading to new possibilities and higher levels of artistic expression. The photographer of the future will be fluent in the art of composition, the language of AI-powered tools, leveraging the best of both worlds to create stunning work more efficiently than ever before. In the end, there is more than enough room for both. AI cameras will continue their advance, making our world safer and more efficient through intelligent automation. Professional photographers will continue to evolve, using new technologies to push the boundaries of their craft and remind us of the beauty, complexity, and emotion of the human experience. The unblinking eye of the machine, the discerning eye of the artist are not rivals fighting for the same territory. They are two different powerful forms of vision, each perfectly suited to capturing a different, essential slice of our world.